Welcome back to Mad Bets. That's right, we're back, even though we said we probably wouldn't be, because there's one more game to bet on, Jared.
We are gamblers, man. You don't stop shows. No, you keep going, man.
You gotta just push through it, especially for the biggest game of the season.
I know. I can't wait to bet on the Pro Bowl, guys. I'm taking AFC, guys. I'm taking AFC. Pro Bowl's biggest stars.
All right, well, real talk, we're not betting on the Pro Bowl. We're betting on the super big game.
But before we get there, can I just address how hot on fire I've been the last 2 weeks, guys?
Sure, Jared.
I've only missed one pick in the last 2 weeks, all right? I'm in the playoffs like I'm in the playoffs. I don't lose, man. Only one was the Seahawks, and they should have won the 17-0 drop that ball. But I called the Chiefs, and I called the Niners, both covering the spread. I was a little worried about the Chiefs at the beginning of the game, but they always come through.
Should we talk about the first round, the wild card games, or no?
No, we leave that out. I had a first-round bye. I had a good 5-star pick.
You had a first-round bye? Okay, all right.
Yeah, and can I talk about who I'm picking first in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, who are you picking?
All right. You know who I'm picking, Gothard. In fact, why don't you tell them who I'm picking, because you know who I'm picking.
You're picking the Kansas City Chiefs.
You know I'm picking the Chiefs,
Why?
all right? All right, now I got my reasons. One, I picked them at the beginning of the playoffs and I want to win a lot of money. I'm not hedging. And two, that offense, I feel like 49ers haven't been challenged. They haven't been down by a lot and have to come back. That's one thing they haven't dealt this year. And I think the Chiefs offense is the perfect offense to do that. They struggle against running quarterbacks. Every team they lost to had a pretty good mobile quarterback with the exception of Matt Ryan. But I do think that Pat Mahomes give him trouble because Bosa, he might get back that fast, but that don't mean he getting a sack. And he may be injured. And I think that Tyreek Hill can stretch the field. And if Pat Mahomes can just buy himself 3 to 4 seconds, I think they got holes in their secondary, okay? And so when the 49ers are down 24-0, how are they gonna bounce back? When Jimmy Garoppolo has to throw the ball more than 8 times, how are they gonna bounce back? You tell me, Gotham.
I mean, if they can run it like they did against the Packers, the 49ers are gonna win this game by a bunch. But instead of me
who's
just
the better
going
running team? Who's the better running team, the Titans or the 49ers?
Well, they're
the
different
175 yards a game rushing Derrick Henry, our Mostert three-headed running back of like secondary running backs.
Wait, so you're saying the Titans are better than the 49ers?
At running the football?
At running the football, maybe.
Yes.
All right, well, let's take a step back because you hit me with a lot of information there, and I want to challenge you. So the line on this is 1.5. It's obviously going to move. So where would you feel uncomfortable with this line? So let's say it moved in the Chiefs' direction.
I think after people watch this show and they see how hot I've been, it's definitely going to move. So I'm already on it. But I would take them comfortably up to 4.5. All right?
4.5.
I think that if it's close, they might lose. I think they get a lead here. I think Andy Reid has been here before. He's lost before. I think he's going to take it right. I think Kyle Shanahan is new for everybody. He's new for Jimmy G, Kyle Shanahan, all the team. Ain't nobody in that team in the Super Bowl before except for Richard Sherman.
Okay, so what's interesting about what you're saying is that you would take the Chiefs up to 4.5, and it's almost a pick 'em right now. And I think that that's what worries me the most. Because like a lot of times this season when you've bet on the Chiefs, you've had to lay like 8 or 9 points to be able to play on the Chiefs because everybody wants to bet on Patrick Mahomes. So why is this spread only 1 point? Like, it's almost like they want the public to bet on the Chiefs, and that's what scares me. So that's why I would take the 49ers. I like the 49ers defense. They pretty much, there's no running ability against this 49ers defense. I think they're averaging like 40 yards on the ground per game. So I think that this is a game where a lot of people want to have money on Patrick Mahomes, but I kind of want to be on the other side of it just with a little bit more of a complete team.
I hear you. I respect you. You've been an amazing gambler. You've handicapped so many games so well.
But I'm wrong.
But don't overthink this. You're overthinking it.
I'm not overthinking
you're
it.
like, what's the Vegas trick here? Huh? Why I walk in this door and why would they make this line Kansas City favorite? I don't get it. No, you're tricking yourself, all right? You want to know why Kansas City? I mean, they don't have to run the ball. They're not a running team. Only time they run is when you think they're going to pass so heavy that you don't load the box and then you're like, oh snap, Damian Williams runs for 36 yards. They don't line up and do I formation, run the ball. They get their guys in space, and that right there favors them.
But the Niners don't need to stack the box. They send 4 guys. Like, they get a lot of pressure with just the 4 linemen.
Yeah, against the pass, you're talking about stopping the run. They do. Their run stop is very good, but that's because they have a solid front 7. But I think that you'll see Andy Reid draft up some plays that'll get his guys in space where it's going to be one-on-one tackling. And I'm just going to take the offensive guy in open field tackling.
All right. Well, it should be a good game. You're taking the Chiefs. I'm taking the Niners. 53.5 is the total. Over, under, what are you thinking? This is
Gotta take the over here.
This is a true moment. You're deciding right now.
Last year, I was so disgusted with the fact of being a low-scoring game. I feel like the NFL was disgusted with it. They were like, why did we wait to see this 13-3 game? This is boring. Boo! And I feel like the NFL doesn't want that. They want people to be excited. It's in Miami. We want to party, we want to drink, we want to take shots. Every time there's a touchdown, I think there's going to be more pass interference calls, more penalties, and I think there's going to lead to points, which is why I'm taking the over 53.5.
Wow. Because when you thought it was 52.5, you were feeling very confident. When we told you that it went up a point, I know you were feeling
At
a
one
little bit
point,
more.
it was a point and a hook. I thought it was just 52.
Where would you take that up to?
What?
Well, where would you take that at, like total? Where do you draw the line? It's like I'm not taking over that.
Are you ready for superstition? It's
Sure.
the only reason. The college football game was 69 and it went under championship.
Yep.
I like things, the world evens itself out. You flip a coin 100 times, 50 times it's gonna be on heads, 50 times it's gonna be on tails. I'm taking the big game over 53.5.
Over in the big game. I'm taking the under because I think the under is going to hit. Neither team's going to be able to run. So I think that.
And that makes the under hit? That's
yeah,
what you think?
I think there's going to be a lot of
when
3 and outs.
When teams have to throw the ball, it's going to make sure that it's going to keep that clock stopping. It's going to keep the
No.
offenses off the field.
You and everybody in America thinks that Patrick Mahomes is going to go out there and light it up and fireworks are going to be going off. And while everybody's sad and depressed that this was a boring, low-scoring game, I'm going to be collecting quite a bit of money because I'm going to be in Vegas. You're going to be in Miami. I'll be in Vegas.
Can
So
you put a bet in for me?
not if it's going to be on the Chiefs, Jared. Not if it's going to be on the Chiefs.
You don't want to lose that money? You don't want
No.
to put them. We might have to do one more show afterwards, and it's just going to be me going, I told you! I told you! You should have went with me. I was hot. I told you.
That'd be fun to experience that for once.
I know, just literally a 30-minute episode of me just going, hold on, take a break. I told you! I told you!
All right, well, there is one more really quick bet. Heads or tails, what's the coin toss going to be?
Tails never fails.
But that's a lot of pressure on tails. It's a big game. I mean, tails might never fail, but I mean, that's a lot of pressure. Heads is a sleeper bet.
Yeah.
I think
Is it odds? Is it minus 110?
Yeah, it's like minus 110, minus 115.
What if everybody was betting tails and Vegas was like, we can't take this hit?
They're on the tail.
Minus 145.
All right, so you're taking tails?
I'm taking tails.
All right, I'll take heads. I just want
You
to be
wanna
on.
be different,
I just want to be on the opposite side. Fade the public.
What's gonna happen is one of us is gonna be really happy after the Super Bowl, and one of us is gonna be really sad.
True. That's gonna be me.
I know, and then you know what's even worse? I hope it's you, solely for the simple fact that if you win really big, you're feeling really high, and you're gonna be in Vegas, and where y'all can watch all the sports betting content on Yahoo Sports, and then you're gonna be like, you know what? I want to go play the tables, and the next thing you know, all the money you win is gonna be like, oh, I got a 16 against a king, and then you're gonna want to hit. Can we end the show? I don't want to end the show early, but I just want to make sure that something is put out there, all right? I told you who was hot. I put this beautiful hat, and I want you to play that clip. I want you to play the clip of me looking real good with that Chiefs hat on. I'm choosing none other than, that's right, the Kansas City Chiefs, baby. Give me Pat Mahomes. Give me Tyreek Hill. The secret of really why they're good right now, and I'm going to tell you this, you better watch them. Their defense is playing lights out. They're the best team coming into the playoffs. They're playing on fire, and everybody knows the team that usually wins the championship catches fire at the right time, and for me, that's the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, I kind of needed a haircut, but you like what I was saying, right?
Yeah, it was all right. I mean, it was a good bet. The hat looked nice on you. It almost is as good of a pick as if you had bet against you every time that you bet against the 49ers. And we put it together that clip for everybody to see, just so we can, you know.
Don't play it. Don't do it.
No,
Just leave
we'll play
it
it.
up. Come on,
We'll play
hey,
it.
can we roll the credits up? Don't y'all lift the camera? And I don't think that 49ers have anybody that can cover Odell Beckham Jr. or Jarvis Landry. And so I think that Nick Chubb and the offense finally get it going. I think the Browns win this one pretty big, but I'll take 3.5 points. So 5-star confidence. I'm willing to take Todd Gurley and company as a better running team. I think we're overvaluing the 49ers here because we love Kyle Shanahan, and they've won a couple of games against bad teams. But I think the Rams at home handle business. The Seahawks are overpowering right now. Actually, 49ers like 0-3 against the spread their last 3 games, so why would you take them there? I just don't think Jimmy Garoppolo and company can handle this on the road. Give me the Saints. They probably win by 7 this one. 5th time's the charm.
Right?
5th time's
No,
the charm.
you have a
Everything
chance.
Like, 5th time is the charm. All right, I lost to them against 4 times. When you learn, every time you bet against a team, you learn about them. You learn about them. You learn their holes. You learn like, oh, if only this play. If only the Saints would have covered. If only the Saints would have took more time before they scored that last touchdown.
But they didn't.
I know.
But they didn't. But right now, you have a chance to make things right. You could ride it out with your bet that you took Kansas City. Or with 49ers being a underdog, you could hedge and guarantee yourself money. That would be the smart play.
Hedge, Gothard?
Hedge!
Hedge?
Yeah!
Man, I wouldn't be gambling if I was smart and safe. I'm doing this out of pride and ego. I will not hedge. Just like you remember in college basketball. See, we was going to all the championships. There was a guy that had the Texas Tech ticket for like $200,000 early in the season. He was going to make a bunch of money. People kept trying to buy it from him. He said no, and he lost. And the world's going to
That's where you're headed right now.
It's going to even itself out,
That's
and
where
I'm
you're
going to
headed.
win.
Well, then you're headed for a lot of sadness, and also heading to Miami. I'm
here
heading to
for-
Vegas.
And you can watch all the content out there. I'll be watching you and hope you.
I'll be watching you.
I'll be watching you watching me.
Okay. All right, I'm looking forward to
Look,
that.
we got to wrap the show. I'm just ready to make some.
Okay, all right. Well, this has been Mad Bets, everybody. Good luck betting on the big game. It's a super big game. We are so excited.
Let's go, Chiefs!